So I'm seeing this image of somebody picking the phone up and putting it back down. And then that jittery thing that some people do, they either like do something, it's like a something, a little jitter that somebody has. They might shake their leg, they might tap. There's something, it's like anxiety and it's nervousness. It's like nerves, okay? Somebody has a high level of like extreme nervousness when it comes to contacting you, but they really want to contact you really bad. But it's just this energy where I feel like they don't exactly know what to say. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know how it's going to sound when they say it. They feel like everything that comes out of their mouth is going to be all mashed up. They don't feel like it's going to even come out properly. And I'm just getting this energy where they don't want to look foolish. They care about how you see them, how you view them, okay? Hi, I'm Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. If you would like to book a healing conversation with me or a reading, or if you would like to send a love offering, you can at MNHONEYROSE. That's my Cash App. And also you can go to www.milkhoneyrose.org for all of the other services, as well as check under the video if you want to purchase any of my books. All right. So this person, they have so much to say to you, but they don't know how to formulate it in their mind to present it to you. It's almost like this energy where they feel like no matter what they say to you, it's not going to be sufficient. Like it's not going to be enough. And they are like really, 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 really nervous. You make them so nervous. And it has a lot to do with your character, like who you are as a person. They feel like you're an upstanding individual, like you're someone who has morals and ethics and values. And I feel as though you are different from the individuals that this person meets on a regular basis. So they have you up on a pedestal. Like when it comes to you, you are in high honor. They view you as high honor. Okay. I'm hearing they see and feel the divinity within you, and they want to respect that. Like, they want to show you respect. Maybe this person, at times they use like that tactic to be rude. You know how in elementary school, if a little girl comes home and they say, oh, the boy was being mean to me and he was aggravating me today. And then the mother or the father or whoever the adult is in the house will be like, oh, that's just because they have a crush on you. They like you. So they have some immaturity to them. Okay. They do have some, it feels like lacking in emotional intelligence, which is something that they want to work on, is what I'm feeling. They know where they feel like they're not up to par, and they feel that way. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're that horrible, but in their mind, everything is amplified right now. Everything that has to do with them not doing something correctly is amplified. So even if they approach you and you may be able to see a little bit of their nervousness, but you can still understand what they're saying, and you may still be fine with them speaking to you. It's just they're going through many self-conscious moments right now where they're really like gauging themselves and wondering if they're enough for you. I keep on hearing that. Like, am I even enough for you? Am I someone that you would actually want to be with? I don't know what this person has done in their past, but their past haunts them, and they must heal from it before they can even come to you, because this is someone who will sabotage a relationship because of their insecurities. So overall, with this individual, they have much healing to do in order for this relationship to even work, because from what I'm feeling, they see confidence in you. However, they don't feel like they have the same confidence or more confidence or even enough confidence to be able to face you for whatever reason. And anytime someone feels like that, it's just not a good idea for them to move forward, because they must build their confidence and believe in themselves. Because I feel like this person doesn't believe in themselves, and I feel like they are highly critical when it comes to their past. So they're very when they critique themselves, they're very harsh. So even if they had a friend to tell them, look, it's not that bad, they would listen for a moment, but then when they get alone, they would go right back to thinking the worst about themselves. And this makes them lose confidence to be able to step to you, you know? And it doesn't feel like you would completely reject this person. It just feels like you just want them to be honest with you and just be themselves, be genuine. But that is even difficult for themselves because it almost feels like this person is having a bit of an identity crisis. I just heard identity crisis. And there's something about, I don't know why my back is itching. I don't know what that's about because it keeps happening. It's almost like something is in my shirt bothering me. Like I need to take my shirt off and look. I don't know. I feel like they feel like people don't have their back. They feel like people are not supporting them right now. There's something about that too. Like maybe they confided in some people about you and they're not really liking the response that they're getting from others and they kind of feel alone right now. So this is a dark night of the soul. They're going through all types of darkness right now, and it's I want to say unbearable, right? At least that's how it feels. They feel overwhelmed by the experience that they're having. And they feel uneasy because there's individuals that they thought would be a certain way with them at this time, and they are not. It feels like this person needs emotional support, but they don't really feel like there's anybody there. So they're starting to recognize who's who in their life, like who is really supportive in such a way. And they feel a void in that space. There's also something here about them. That's why they want to talk to you, because they know that they can, but then they don't want to look weak. There's something about that as well. Look, overall, this person is going through a mix of emotions that they're trying to navigate because I don't think they're used to feeling so much. This person is used to like shoving their feelings aside and continuing to move forward as if nothing is bothering them when many things could be bothering them. So this has stunted their spiritual growth from moving in such a way. However, now they're deciding to actually look at their shadow. So that's a good step. You know, that's bravo. Bravo, good job, wonderful, fantastical. However, it's still challenging for this person. But that's a big first step. I mean, to move forward in such a way like that, that's a big thing. So we got to give it to them. Give it up for them. They trying to do the thing. They trying to do the thing and they doing the thing. It's not just a try anymore. They're doing it, but sometimes it's like a push and pull because it's difficult, it's challenging. But that's what shadow work is all about. It's about making you stronger. In life, if you don't go through challenges, you're going to have weak bones. And you need strong bones. Okay? That's spiritual strength. It's like that heartbreak, it actually strengthens you as long as you don't let it take you out. You got to puff yourself up. Like, yes, I am fine as hell. I look beautiful. I am heaven sent. I am just gorgeous. And I am intelligent. I am creative, okay? I am likable. I'm confident. You know, these are the things that this person needs to say to themselves to remind themselves of their true ability, because it's like they've forgotten about everything good within them and they're focusing on everything bad. So yeah, it's really about them being kind to themselves. And it's also something about them thinking about how they've treated other people under certain circumstances, and they feel like they're going through karma, which could very well be the case because that's how karma goes, you know. However, karma is good because it teaches you. It don't feel good. However, it is good because it's medicinal, but it's holistic medicine. Karma is holistic medicine that if you pay attention and you don't ignore the lesson, you grow great strength and you just keep moving on up. It doesn't get any better. then moving on up. I mean, all right, moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. What's that called? I remember their names was the High Towers, I think it was called. Now, when it was actually playing, I didn't exist on Earth yet, so I would watch the reruns back in the day. But yeah, I just heard that song in my head. It was the intro to the song. What was the name of that song? I mean, what was the name of that? I don't remember the name of the show, but I just know that the family, their last name was the High Towers, if I'm not mistaken. But if you type in moving on up to the east side, you'll see the show. But yeah. So this person just has some shadow work to do. And when they get through it successfully, then they'll be bold and courageous enough to actually pick up the phone and call or even text. Right now is just not the time. So that's it for this message. Thank you for being here, my loves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.